A billionaire stops you on the street. He offers you $5 million today. But there's one condition. The moment you sign his contract, you'll never see your family again. Would you take the money?
You stared at the mysterious black briefcase sitting quietly on the table. Your heart pounded as you slowly reached for the handle. Taking a deep breath, you carefully opened it. Inside was exactly $5 million in cash. Your hands immediately began to shake as you touched the money. You imagined buying your dream house, driving luxury cars, and living without financial stress forever. Then your eyes noticed a contract lying beneath the money. You slowly picked it up and started reading. One sentence instantly froze your smile. If you accept this money, you will never see, call, or message your family ever again. Suddenly, $5 million no longer felt like the greatest prize in the world.
You couldn't stop staring at the contract. $5 million was right in front of you, yet it suddenly felt impossible to touch. You slowly reached for the money again, hoping the contract wasn't real. As your fingers touched the cash, you imagined buying a luxury mansion for your family. Then you imagined taking your parents on their dream vacation. You even pictured giving your children the perfect future. But the more you dreamed, the more painful one truth became. None of those dreams could include your family if you accepted the offer. You slowly pulled your hand away from the money. For the first time in your life, becoming rich felt terrifying. You slowly stood up and looked toward the front door. It wasn't fully open, but someone had gently pushed it. Your heart started beating faster. You carefully walked closer, expecting to see the billionaire. Instead, you found your mother standing outside with a warm smile, holding a small bag of homemade food. She had no idea that $5 million was sitting inside your house. She simply wanted to make sure you weren't skipping meals again. As she hugged you, you realized something painful. The contract wasn't asking you to give up money. It was asking you to give up moments like this forever.
The black limousine slowly stopped outside your house. A wealthy man stepped out with complete confidence and quietly walked toward you. He didn't look surprised. It was almost as if he already knew your answer. He glanced at the open briefcase filled with $5 million before looking directly into your eyes. Then he smiled and said, "Money changes everything, but today it will reveal who you really are." Your heart started beating even faster. You looked at the money, then toward the road where your mother had disappeared. Without another word, the wealthy man placed a golden pen on top of the contract and waited for your decision. Your trembling hand slowly reached toward the golden pen. It was only a few inches away, yet it felt impossible to touch. The wealthy man remained completely silent, patiently waiting. You looked down at the contract one more time, hoping you had misunderstood the condition. But every word remained exactly the same. $5 million in exchange for never seeing your family again. You closed your eyes and imagined your mother's smile, your father's advice, and every family dinner you had ever shared. Suddenly, the money no longer looked like a reward. It looked like the price of losing everything that truly mattered. The room became completely silent. Even the wealthy man stopped speaking and simply watched your every move. Just as your hand moved closer to the golden pen, your phone suddenly began to ring. The sound echoed through the room. You slowly picked up the phone and looked at the screen. It was your mother calling. You hesitated for a moment before answering. Her voice was gentle, as always. She simply wanted to know if you had eaten lunch. Your throat tightened. You couldn't bring yourself to tell her what was happening. At that moment,
you realized this decision was becoming harder than you had ever imagined.